So continuing on with the clones, I think they start the cloning as soon as a child is probably born, because you know how they prick the heel of a baby. So I don't know how cloning is done. I know they just need your DNA. I think they take out your DNA and put in some bullshit, or I don't know what they do. But somehow along the way in your early youth, your DNA is taken from you via a doctor, a dentist, bartender, whatever, your best friend. And they give it to their handlers, right? Give it to the military-industrial complex, and they start the process of cloning you. Now you can have mini clones, you know, because I think they need mini clones for every dream, you know. Because if they hack up a clone and they're pissed off at you, you know, that you wake up from a terror dream. And I think that's how they do their sex. Their sex magic. So, you know. So they put their lupitas over here. There's their little lesbian attackers. That's not a lesbian gang stalker. Yeah, they do the lesbian thing big time. Love pink. Yeah. Yeah, they do their lupitas, man. They put their lupitas in front of you to make you feel like you're insignificant. Look, we're beautiful lesbians. Like the brides of Dracula, right? Yeah. The brides of Dracula, you gotta watch out for them. They're very militant, you know? Very militant, like, it's a flip of the switch, you know, this whole Me Too movement. You know, man goes down, woman comes up. Have you noticed that in the shows? I have. You know, so yeah, it's very militant. So they send their lesbian gang stalkers after me too. They send all sorts of people. So okay, going back to the clone deal. Yes, they're doing mass production of clones. Just be aware that your dreams are probably not your dreams. DARPA has your brain. What you see in your dreams is probably is going to be a lie. So, yeah. Like, you know, let's say you have a quote unquote a famous celebrity that's your boyfriend, right? Well, he's over there, you know, fucking some old person, right? That's the cloning centers where they purposely try to do, you know, their black magic, you know, because the number one thing that the reptilians hit is the heart chakra. The heart. They go after the heart. They want to destroy the soul of the body. Well, your soul is, you know, your brain and your heart. You have to have mind, heart connection. So yeah, that's how they do it. Like, you'll be in a cloning center and you'll have like a boyfriend on the side, or like I said, you could be married. Yeah, this is how people have extramarital affairs, through the cloning centers, right? You can have numerous boyfriends and mix and match it, you know. So what goes on in the cloning centers is exactly what they're pushing out on the surface of the planet. The lesbian, gay, transgender, binary, 1, 2, 3 person, right? Yeah, because in the cloning centers, because if you think about it, they have to announce what they've been up to, you know, right? So if they're down in the cloning centers, you're married, let's say you're married, and you can have an affair with, you know, some celebrity. Well, no one gives a shit. Well, everybody knows. And it's also, if you do participate in these cloning centers, it's one way they can blackmail you. Well, you were down in the cloning centers and you're having an affair with so-and-so, and, you know. Here comes Palantir Technologies again. So cloning, yes, that's how they do it. Down in the deep underground military bases. Hear the wolves? So, yeah, you could be married, have someone on the side in the cloning centers, right? Oh, hear the wolves? Yeah. Let me get past these people. See? Black and orange. Black and orange. See? Gang stalking colors. Black on orange. Orange is the new black. Jesus is the new black. Let's see what this is about. Yeah, it's a show. It's another Palantir Technology show. You hear that? There's no alarm, people. They're just making it up. But if you're driving your car and they're behind you, do pull over. I recommend that. But if you're off in the distance and you see this stuff, well, you know it's a show. You always want to follow the law if you're a targeted individual. But what you can do is, off in the distance, you can realize it's the technology. Hear that? That's a show. Because they know I'm talking about cloning. Yep. Cloning. So let's get back to it. Somehow, scientists from the probably World War II era figured out how to clone people. Project Paperclip, probably. And then they've been cloning probably ever since 40. Okay. Because this technology has been handed down from the Greys to the Nazis. Right? Who are fallen angels. Anyhow, so they figured out how to clone people, right? So anytime a child is born, the blood is taken and analyzed for whatever gifts that child might have. Telekinesis, psychic potential, blah, 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 right? And the reptilian elite love that shit, right? Because they use those gifts as a weapon, right? So, they spray the planet with technology, right? The chemtrails, that gets in your body. Your DNA is stolen. Remember, this is because I'm talking about the clones. Okay, so they get a hold of your DNA, goes to Black Ops. Then they give you an ocular implant, right? And then from there, they can torture the shit out of you, right? Now, my experience was in San Diego, where they took my consciousness to a deep underground military base. You know? And that was a clone. We get past these people. So, once they have a clone of you, all they gotta do is just hijack your brain frequency, download it in the clone, put you in a dream state, wherever this clone may be, and there's your dream. You can have sex with someone, you can talk to someone, they can extract information from you. It's this perfect CIA maneuver. They can, you know, whatever. I mean, it could get really real because they have your consciousness. And then when they're pissed off at you, they could terrorize the shit out of you, cut your leg off, you wake up. That is a night terror. Okay? So what it is cloning is like a direct link using nanotechnology. It's like a light bulb. It's like your zeros and your ones. You're connected to a clone, right? It's like an invisible wire. That's why they have Wi-Fi. So, who you are is hooked up to this clone. And if someone is interested in you, they can touch you, they can be intimate with you, you can get business information. See, this is, let's see what happens. Yeah, this is all Palantir Technologies. It's because I'm talking about the cloning. And they know it. Oh well. Anyhow, it's just an intimidation factor. Okay. So, your brain, like, and they can cut the brain waves. You know? See, they put their Lupitas over here. See? Yeah. Lesbians. You know. So they're using this technology from the cloning centers up to the surface of the planet. That's why you see a rollout of lesbian, gay, transgender, binary system people. That's what they're doing. As above, so too below. But they've been doing the flip of the switch. What's below is now coming up to the surface. Do you understand? Flip the switch. It's the Star of David. Gotta go.